Okay, well here I am. Sorry, I am a couple of minutes late. And for those of you who haven't seen me in a while, it's been quite a while. And for those of you who haven't seen the doodle in a while, who would like to see the doodle? Let's see if I can get her over here. Abby, come over here. Come and say hi to the people. Come and sit down here. Look, say hi to the people. Can they see you? They can't, they can barely see your face. Look, here's the doodle. Look at that. Is that not adorable? Hey, whoops. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen or what? This is the doodle. She is adorable. Are you adorable? You are adorable. Yes. Okay. Hey, Tyler, nice to see you. Oh, sorry, the doodle has flipped the camera around. Abby, don't flip the camera around. Don't do that. Hang on a minute, we're gonna flip this back. Abby, what have you done? How did you flip the camera around? How did you do that? Right, here. Is this a multi-talented doodle or what? That's funny. All right, so we're gonna talk about fear. Fear is quite a big one, and fear is something that all of us experience from time to time. Yes, I know it's quite funny, right? Welcome to Doodle Life. Doodle, come here. Come and say hi to the people. Come on. Oh, God. Little doodle, right. Come and say hi to the people, right. So, fear. It's something that we all experience, even this little one here. I know, she is adorable. She is so cute. She is. What do you think, Doodle? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I'm one of these people that maybe likes their dogs a bit too much. All right, you can go then. Let's get chatting with the people. You can get down. Go on then, get down. Like today? Yes, there you go. There it is. Made it happen. All right. Fear, let's get on with this. So fear. So, look, we've all experienced fear in our lives at some point. It's bloody scary, right? Some of us have been through bigger and greater challenges than others, but that doesn't mean to say that the challenges that we have been through are not big and are not important to us. But what's really important to understand is this, is that we don't have to allow fear to ruin our lives moving forward. But the problem is that we do, right? We do because, for one very simple reason, we don't want to get hurt. We don't want the embarrassment, we don't want the shame. But here's one of the things that I've kind of come to realize, certainly as I'm getting older, and that is this. Most people, in all honesty, are caught up in their own life. They're caught up in their own shit. So, in all honesty, they're really not paying that much attention to you. You know, you may think, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't want to make a mistake, I don't want to fuck up. But in all honesty, they're not even paying attention to you anyway. So, don't stop your forward movement in life because you're too fearful of what other people may think, okay? So fear can affect us in two areas of life. It can affect us in our career, and it can affect us in our personal life. So I'm gonna talk, and I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. Well, no, not really. I am, but it's not really gonna affect the length of this video. So, right. And a few of us are, let's have a read of this. The time. It is all in our own head. Look, they say the only things that stop us in life are the stories that we have in our head and the stories for why we can't do it. We sit there all the time and we go, well, I can't do this because what if I fuck up with that? Or I can't do that. Oh, oops, swore, whatever. I'm British, it happens. Or I can't do this because You know, what if I fail? What if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? But in all honesty, it's up here, right? Like I just said a minute ago, no one's really paying that close attention to your life other than you, okay? So let's tackle this in two areas. But the truth of the matter is the fix is almost exactly the same. Let's have a look at this. But nonetheless, it's still hard to get over anxiety of some challenges. So what's the trick? All right, we're gonna get to that. So the trick is this. So let's go a little bit deeper into it, and let's kind of like separate it a little bit. I wish I'd have brought my water with me. And let's look at fear in life and fear in business and our career, right? So I am an entrepreneurial strategist, okay? So I work with people both in their life and their business, but mainly entrepreneurial people. Not so much, people that have got a job so much, mainly on the entrepreneurial mindset. Because the entrepreneurial mindset is a very different type of mindset to most people's mindset, right? So, but that's not to say that what I have to say doesn't work with the other people, because it absolutely does. What works, honestly, it just works. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your race, your color, your creed, it doesn't matter. What works just works. Okay, so we have personal life, all right? So let's look at relationships, okay? And relationships is something that I am pretty knowledgeable about. Hey mate, nice to see you, man. That's my cousin, that's just joined. So let's look at relationships. So a lot of us are often fearful to go into relationships for the fear of being hurt again, for the fear of having a broken heart, for the fear of that person leaving you or anything like that. Who here, give me by the click of thumbs up, has experienced that? I know I have. Anybody else here experienced that? Thumbs up. Anyone? Is it just me? No, can't be that. It's not just me, is it? There we go. We got a thumb up. All right. So, look, we've all experienced it. And the problem is that, again, it's that story in our head. We had another thumbs up, great. But the truth of the matter is this. The past does not equal the future. The past only equals the future if you make that conscious decision to bring it into the future, right? If you could see this doodle right now, it's really adorable. So the past doesn't equal the future. The problem is this. And I remember saying this to some exes in my life, right? I'm like, look, you can scream and you can shout at me and you can call me whatever you want. But the truth of the matter is, you're always taking yourself with you, right? So if you don't make that change internally and you don't make that change yourself, then guess what? You go into another shitty relationship. And then the same shit happens again. Why? Because you take you with you. No matter where you go, you take you with you, right? So there's that side of on the relationships. And then we have the other side of it, which is the business side of it. And then the business is that fear of, I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So, how do we fix this? Okay. It's actually a lot more simple than you might think it is. And you might sit there now going, how is it going to be simple? Let me tell you something. Whatever you are going through in your life right now, whatever challenge you are facing, whatever it is that you are experiencing, I can promise you this. Someone else out there has been through it. Not only have they been through it, but they understand and they've managed to overcome it. So whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever that challenge is that you want to overcome in your life, all you have to do is find that person that's been able to find the successful path to overcoming it and do what they do. That's it. You might be like, huh? It's got to be more than that. It's not. Look, so let's look at it from a business side of things right now. So let's say that in business, you want to start a new business, but you're really scared of making a mistake. Here's what I do when I go into new business ventures or when I do something like this, right? The first thing I do is I try to acquire as much knowledge as I possibly can about it. So I do that by reading some books, reading some articles. A lot of my research is done online, right? I mean, thankfully we live like in a really pretty awesome world right now where we can tap into the most powerful data and information like that. But here's what's really important. I mentioned this before. Don't just gather your information from anybody. Gather it from the best of the best of the best. Because we live in a world where you can tap into the best of the best of the best information, right? And that's on you to tap into that information, right? And we can access that information and that data like that. That's how you do it. That's how you reduce mistakes. That's how you stop yourself from fucking up. That's how you stop all of that stuff. Someone else has already figured out and been successful at your struggles and your problems right now. So all you have to do is watch what they do, study them, and then replicate it. That's it. Now, there is just a slight little change on top of that. It's not just so much about replicating what they do, but it's also, and this is a really big part of success in general, right? It's also about when you replicate something, when you do something, you have to pay attention to the outcome of it. You have to look at the way that you do it and go, is that going the way I want it to go? And if it is, keep doing it. If it's not, change it, tweak it, right? Look, they say, I heard somebody say this one time, I think it's a really great example of what success is. Somebody said, success isn't one thing. It's not one thing. It's thousands of little things. It's mindset, it's approach, I could go on and on and on and on and on, right? It's information, it's data, it's action, it's looking at what you do. And that is one of the biggest parts of it, right? So let me give you a great example. So I work as a life and business strategist. And so when I'm working with businesses and I help them systemize their processes, I go in and I create these very solid systems for their business. But I say this to every business owner, look, the moment we implement this, that's not it. That's not the fix. It's not over at that point. In fact, it's really just begun. Because what we're going to do now is this. We're going to welcome mistakes. You might be sitting there going, welcome mistakes? What are you talking about? Yeah, you're going to welcome mistakes. And here's why you're going to welcome mistakes. A mistake, right? A failure, whatever it may be, is nothing more. Listen to this, right? This is really, really, really important. A mistake, a failure, a fuck-up is nothing more than the world, than the universe highlighting to you that you were under-knowledged in something. That's it. You didn't have enough knowledge on something and you fucked up. That is what a mistake is. That is what failure is. So, if we look at this differently, right, and we say, okay, well, if we know that that's what a mistake is and that's what failure is, then all we have to do is become knowledgeable on that before we do it. Now, I'm not saying that you now go, no, I can, as I'm saying that, I can automatically hear the analytical people going, oh my God, I've got to do all this studying, I've got to do all that. No, you don't, right? You have to acquire enough knowledge, enough information to get moving forward, right? Then once you're moving forward, guess what? You can acquire more information. Guess what? When you hit the next hurdle and the next obstacle, you acquire that information on how to overcome that hurdle and obstacle. You want to come up here? Come up here. Come over here. Come and say hi. Come and say hi to the people. Well, sit up, because they can't see you if you sit down. Oh, all right, she's going to rest her head on my leg. Whatever. The people wanted to see you. Oh, she's not even interested. She's such a doodle. But she is pretty adorable. Pretty adorable. Adorable. Right. So that's all it is, right? Let me, all right, let me give you an example on this, right? So a problem, a struggle that I had when I first got this doodle was she was a fucking pain in the arse, right? I love this doodle, but what a little shitbag she was when she was a kid. When she was a little puppy doodle, right? She was a little shitbag. So instead of her continuing to be a shitbag, I was like, well, what do I do? How can I make sure she does not become and not continue to be a little shitbag? So what I did was this, was I went online and I went to YouTube and I typed into YouTube dog training videos or whatever the problem that was happening with her at the time, maybe pulling on a leash or jumping or whatever the hell it was. And all I did was I went to YouTube and I looked for the person that had the most amount of subscribers to their videos. And I started to watch the stuff. And I was like, oh, look, there's a fix for her stopping jumping. There's a fix for her stopping barking, for stopping pulling. So all I did was I acquired that information that I needed to acquire, and then I actioned it, and I repeated it, and I repeated it, and I repeated it, and I repeated it, and all of a sudden the problem was fixed. So it's exactly the same in life and in personal. So how do we overcome the fear that hits us in our life? Well, I've already given you the ways on how to make your mistakes significantly less, right? I've already given you that information. And that will reduce the amount of fear, because fear is really the unknown, right? Once the unknown becomes known, it's really not quite as scary anymore, right? There may be some fear there, but all of a sudden it's not quite as scary as what it is, because now you get it, right? So, I'll give you some of the ways that I do this in my life. So there are times in my life, maybe not so much anymore now, but certainly when I was younger, and maybe sometimes a bit now, I guess. Sorry, I'm pulling a knot out of her hair right now because she's a little bit knotted up because she's a doodle. There's two things that I do. Is I look at my life and I say to myself, now I'm going to be honest, one of them is right out of Tony Robbins, right? Because I studied Tony Robbins since I was 13 years old, you know, and now I'm years old, that I pretty much get this, right? I pretty much understand it. So Tony Robbins says this, he says, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes. And if you're watching this video right now and there's something fearful in your life, let's maybe do this together. And look, if there's no one around, then there's no one to judge you, right? So if you want to do this, don't worry about it, because no one's even watching right now. If you're on your own, and if there's people around you, who gives a shit, right? Most of the people don't do anything with their lives anyway. They sit there and they do fuck all with their lives. So if you actually genuinely give a shit about your life, try this. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to, whatever it is that you're fearful of in your life right now, I want you to do this. I want you to think about what it is that you're fearful of, whether it be relationships, whether it be business, whatever it is that you're fearful of. And here's what I want you to do. And like I said, look, no one's watching. And if anyone is watching, who gives a shit, right? I want you to close your eyes. Okay? You close your eyes. Have you done it? Do you think they've done it? All right, let's say that you have closed your eyes. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine or think about what it is that you're fearful of right now. And then I want you to imagine what life will be like in 5 years' time. Imagine that nothing's changed and you're still fearful of this. What is life like in 5 years' time? Have a look around you, close your eyes and kind of like look around. Go into your mind's eye and have a good look around. Are you in a good place? Are you in a bad place? You've made no changes. Life is still the same. You're still fearful. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you fulfilled? Are you unfulfilled? Think about it. Feel it. Like genuinely feel it inside, right? Okay. So with your eyes closed now, keep them closed. What I want you to do is this. I want you to still feel that feeling, but now we're 10 years ahead. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You're still fearful of the same thing. What's life like now? Is it better or is it worse? My guess is it's worse, right? Have a look around. Feel those feelings, and you'll know when you feel those feelings because you'll start to get goosebumps, right? I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. So, feel what that's like. Do you have the friends that you wanted to have? Do you have the body that you wanted to have? Do you have the relationship, the career that you wanted to have without making those changes? Okay, keep your eyes closed. So now what I want you to do is this. I want you to move 20 years in the future. 20 years, right? Feel that feeling. What does it feel like? My guess is you feel pretty shitty right now, okay? That would be my guess. But feel it, like fucking feel it, right? Again, no one's watching you. And if they are, who gives a shit? But feel that feeling, right? Look around, feel it. Do you have that relationship? Do you have that career? Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Okay. Now what I want you to do is come back to present time. Come back to right now. Open your eyes. All right, let's shake that off, right? Let me ask you a question. How does that feel? If it feels shitty and bad, give me thumbs down or an angry face. Can you even do thumbs down? I don't know if you can do thumbs down. Give me thumbs down or an angry face. Let's see. Let's see who of you actually did this. Angry face. Okay, great. All right, cool. All right, we've got some angry faces. Feels shit, right? Okay. Right, you ready for the second part of this? Things are going to get good. Okay. So, keep your eyes open. Think about what it is that you're fearful of. Okay? Now what I want you to do is this. Close your eyes. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps already. Close your eyes. Think about what it is that you're fearful of. Now, think that you've made that change in your life. Think that change has already been made and that fear doesn't exist anymore. In fact, you've obliterated that fear. You've exploded that fear. Think about what that would feel like. Think about how fucking empowering that would be, right? I mean, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. Think about how fucking powerful that would be for you in your life right now, right? Now, knowing that you have overcome that fear, move 5 years into the future. Have a look around you. How does that feel? Feel it, like fucking feel it, right? Feel that feeling. Look around. What relationships do you have? Like what colors, when you're looking in your mind's eye right now, are those colors bright and vivid and vibrant, or are they dull? My guess is they're bright and vibrant. They're like screaming at you. You're probably in a relationship of your dreams. You probably met the man or woman of your dreams. Your career's probably booming. You're probably having the fucking time of your life, right? Take that feeling 10 years into the future. Look around you. Feel it. Like, feel it. Right? What does it feel like? I bet it feels fucking amazing, right? I bet you feel like you are like on top of the world right now. Right? Feel what that's like. What relationships do you have? What are the friends that are in your life? What are the people that are in your life? Think about what that feels like right now. Now, take that feeling and go 20 years into the future. Think about the person that you're with, the love that you feel, the happiness that you have, the love and compassion that's in your heart, the level of fulfillment that you feel inside. Right? I bet it feels fucking amazing. What used to be fearful, you're now like, are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit. I'm so glad I didn't move that way in my life because it would have held me back. All right. Now here's what I want you to do. Come back to present time. Come back to me. Open your eyes and come back to me. Now, I want you to feel the difference between the two. Because there's a difference, right? One feels pretty good. One feels pretty shitty. Tell me how you feel. Type it in. Tell me how you feel right now. Did you do the experiment? How do you feel? Let's feel this. Like I want to hear from you. Give you a moment to type it out. Maybe we're just a bit camera shy. I'm sure something will pop up in a minute. I know it takes time to type, and there's a bit of lag as well. So, all right, let's do this, because I'm sure they'll pop up in a second. My guess is you feel pretty fucking amazing, right? And there is such a difference between one and the other, right? I feel like I need to do some cleaning. Time to make some changes, reduce my stress, and be more present for my family. Absolutely, right? All right, so let me give you another one, right? So take that tool. I call these tools, right? I say that I have like this tool bag that I carry with me in life. And every time I learn something new, it's a new tool, right? So I put this tool in this tool bag. And whenever something happens in my life, all I do is I go in, I reach in, and I pull out that tool. I know how to fix shit in my life, right? And that's how I'm able to teach this stuff because, again, look, what I just taught you there, it doesn't just work for me, right? It works for you too. That's why I know this shit works. That's why I'm able to help people the way I can, because what works just works. Right, let me give you another one, and this is equally as fucking powerful, right? Here's what I want you to do. I say that there are just two people that I'm answerable to in my life. And no, one is not the doodle. Doodle, don't do that. There are just two people I'm answerable to in my life. Okay. The first person that I'm answerable to in my life is me. Shocker, right? And it's me when I was just 7 years old. And I had my goals and my dreams and my aspirations. I didn't have fear at that point. I was 7 years old. I thought I was fucking Superman, right? Or I certainly wanted to be Superman. So I didn't have fear. Girls didn't come into the equation. Girls at the age of 7, yuck, right? Didn't even come into the equation. So I didn't have any fear. I used to have these posters on my wall of like, you know, of these like Ferraris and like a Lamborghini. I remember having this Lamborghini Diablo, right, on my wall. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get that one day. But here's the thing, right? That 7-year-old still exists inside of us right now, right? So whatever problems, whatever it is that you're struggling with in life right now, you just talk to that 7-year-old inside of you. They'll kick your ass every day of the week, right? Because fear didn't come into the equation when you were 7 years old, unless you had a bit of a bad life when you were a kid, right? And I do accept that. And if that is the case, we have a fix for that too. That's a different video altogether. But the truth of the matter is that we have that 7-year-old, think, whoever you are right now, whoever is watching this right now, think about how you felt when you were 7. Think about it. I still fucking feel 7, right? I've got a few more wrinkles and stuff like that on my face and stuff like that, but I still feel like a kid. In fact, I say the older I get, the younger I become, because I don't give a shit so much anymore in my life, certainly as I'm getting older, certainly as I've hit years old. So, that 7-year-old will kick your ass every day of the week. Ask yourself, that thing that you're fearful of right now in your life, right? That 7-year-old would kick you in the ass for it. They'd be like, you fucking kidding me? You're letting that bullshit hold you back right now. Are you having a laugh? They would never accept it. They would never accept it. And that 7-year-old will be with you till the day you die, right? So whatever problem you have in your life, just talk to that 7-year-old inside of you. They'll know what to do. They'll show you how to fix it. They'll kick your ass. They'll kick it properly, right? And you know they will. Talk to that 7-year-old inside of you right now. What would they say? You know it, you feel it. All right. So the second person that I'm answerable to in my life is this. Me. Again. Shocker, right? But this time, I'm 90. 90. And I'm looking back on my life. So I have this vision of me. And I don't know why I have this vision. I just do. I have this vision of me sitting on this rocking chair, overlooking my balcony of wherever the hell my balcony may be. And I'm overlooking this piece of grass, right? And on the grass, I've got my grandkids playing. And I'm so happy that all of a sudden, I've been able to achieve this. I've been able to create something. The 7-year-old me wanted to be Madonna, right? That's awesome. You want to be Madonna now? Not so much. So here's the other thing, right? So that 90-year-old exists inside of you right now. And here's what's really cool about when you view yourself as being a lot older. And the reason that it's powerful is this, because now you're reflecting back on your life, right? You're almost you're right at the fucking end of life. And now you're reflecting back on life. And my question to you is this. When you reflect back upon your life, did you live that life that you wanted to live? Are you fulfilled? Or are you not fulfilled? Because here's the thing, right? Whatever struggle, whatever challenge you're going through right now, when you're 90 years old and you look back on life, it's nothing but a blip. It's tiny. It's like that. Right? That's why, to us right now, when we go through stuff in life, it's fucking huge, right? It's all we can focus on. It consumes our life day in, day out. And if you look back on your life right now about something else that you've been through, it's just a blip. In fact, when you reflect back on it, it probably doesn't even really hurt that much. There may be still some pain associated with it. We can talk about that on a different one too and how to overcome that. But the truth of the matter is it doesn't really carry that level of pain anymore. So you got 2 more tools there, right? So I've given you 4 tools, right? The first one is moving forward without making a change. The second one is moving forward with making the change. The third one is using that 7-year-old inside of you to answer the questions. And then the fourth one is using that 90-year-old who's reflecting back on life that said, shit, I'm about to die. Did I do the things I wanted to do? Did I live the life I wanted to live? Or did I get to the end of life? I'm fucking wasted. Look, you know as well as I do that most people don't do shit with their lives. They'll talk on fucking Facebook all day long. I've got this, I've got that. They've done fuck all, right? They've done nothing, right? They're great at doing that, but when it comes to action, they do nothing. Now, there are a small percentage of people that do something, and they live a very fruitful and fulfilled life. They're the action takers in the world, right? So, are you a talker or are you an action taker? I live my life by this phrase. It's like my brand, which is JFDI. And it stands for just fucking do it. The amount of people that come to me and they go, oh, I wish I'd have done blah, blah, blah. Oh, you did, I wish I'd have done that. And I'm like, well, what's stopping you? I'm no different to you. Just fucking do it. Stop talking about it in JFDI, right? So whatever it is, if you want to use my JFDI, take my JFDI and use it. And talk to that 7-year-old and talk to that 90-year-old. And they'll kick your ass day in and day out. Makes sense, right? Of course it does. Anyway, I'm looking at the time here. I need to wrap up because I have to go to a birthday party. So, anyway, what did you think about that? Did you like that? Did that make sense? Did you get stuff? This doodle. Did you get anything out of that? Let me know what you think. Give me thumbs up or write me a message. Tell me what you think. And the other thing is this, look, I'm going to start doing, I used to do a lot of these Facebook Live videos, and then look, shit got in the way and I stopped doing them. I'm going to start doing a lot more of them. And I'm always sitting here thinking about what the hell can I talk about, right? If there's something that you want me to talk about, write it under the video. Send me a message on Messenger. I'm always looking for content. Whatever it is that you're struggling with in business, life, personal relationships. Just reading this message. All right, perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, I am very much enjoying my new home in Florida. Thank you. Yeah, so look, I'm always looking for content, so let me know how I can help you. Let me know how I can best serve, whatever that may be. I'm a pretty easygoing dude. So reach out to me. And, oh, okay, all right, this makes sense. All right, nice one. Because I saw this new name, I'm like, huh? All right, got it. So, so yeah, just tell me what it is. Tell me how I can help. And like I said, I'm going to start doing a lot more of these. And I need content. So let me know how I can help you. Let me know what content I can give to you. And yeah. And anyway, look at this. You've got to see this. This is Doodle Life. Doodle Life. So, Abby, stop. So, so anyway, yeah, she's back now. Oh God, you're too big. You're too big. Say hi to the people. All right. So with that being said, I hate dogs licking me. I hate it. Even my own dog. It's gross. Oh, but she's such a lover. Look at this with a big fat slobbery face. So reach out to me. I know, the doodle's gorgeous. She gets sweeter and sweeter the older she gets. She's coming up to being nearly 3 as well now. Nearly 3 years old. Can you remember when she was just a little baby? So yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for taking your time to listen to what I have to say. I'm nobody special. I'm just me. But I've spent pretty much my entire life understanding human psychology, understanding why we do the things we do and why we don't do the things that we want to do. And I've spent my entire life studying business and, you know, entrepreneurialism and stuff like that. So any questions relating to that type of stuff, I'm your dude. Anyway, thanks very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.